I have been using a luggage track solution for a couple of years, which is attached to the saddle post. The downside of this is the load capacity is only 10 kilos. I even put a vertical post underneath. I didn't trust it as it wasn't welded and was practically clamped down. The Enduro E-bike has a steel frame and full suspension, and it's like a cargo e-bike. It can take a lot of punishment. So why not install a proper rear rack and take the bike to the max? For the luggage rack I opted for Top Peak Super Tourist DX version at 40 to 50 euros. You can also use the Top Peak Super Tourist without the disc brake version. The carrying capacity is rated at 26 kg. What I like about this luggage rack is that it has a separate tube underneath to attach the bags, and the top side is completely clear. The luggage rack comes with bolts, but unfortunately they are short. I use longer bolts that I had lying around at home, cut to length. I use 5mm bolts, which are the maximum diameter that will fit through the mounting hole in the rack. Since this is the area where there is constant vibration, it is wise to use nuts that have a rubber gasket inside, looking like a gluish circle on the inside of the nut. Or use a Loctite thread locker fluid. Using a regular nut, sooner or later it will become loose while driving. Definitely a big no-no. The next step is how to solve the problem of the luggage truck not moving forward-backward. Traditionally, without the rear suspension, this is easy. However, for this unit we'll think about something else. For this I used an 8mm threaded rod that I got for free. You can also use a smooth rod. The only thing you have to make sure of is that it's not loose but stiff. It's possible to buy by the meter from a hardware store, and 1 meter is quite enough, and there will be plenty left over. You should also buy a fire rope clamp from the hardware store. They come in all sort of diameters. Buy the right one that will fit the rod exactly. They usually come with the standard nut, which should be replaced with the lock nut when installed, or if you want to use the original nut, then put the thread locker on it. You can also buy the different metal profiles you need for this project in a hardware store. I had some pieces of metal lying around at home that I used. Here's the prepared piece of metal with the holes drilled, and I'm going to install 2-wire rope clamps and use the nuts and bolts that came with the luggage rack. I'm using piece of metal again that have been cut to size, painted and holes pre-drilled for so-called self-made fixing clamp, to which again goes the fire rope clamp. I put the insulation depth under the mounting bracket. If you have to bend those rods a bit, both rods will be more or less equally curved. I use my knee to bend the rods. And there you have it. Standard luggage track full suspension bike. My version may not be the most optimized, but most importantly it works. All that's left now is take the bike out for a long ride. I must mention that a fantastic spring time has arrived. Was quite a harsh winter, snowy, cold, slippery. I didn't enjoy my commuting rides with this winter at all. But now that the snow is almost gone, check this out. Still lots of snow left some places. But it's okay, it's actually officially a spring and yes. The birds are singing, nature is quietly coming to life. Being here and enjoying the moment. I am glad to be back on the roads, discovering new places and visiting all the favorite spots. As for future, the plan is continue with the videos. My latest video project is Back to the Roots. If you don't know, I used to be a traditional cyclist and I hiked. I spent around 1000 kilometers a week on the road and I did without motor to help me. I have a lot of video materials from 2016 and onward. I even wanted to open a YouTube channel specializing in hiking, but years went by, new materials kept piling up, and I never got around to opening a channel. The next episode will be the first Back to the Roots video, where I modified and gave a new look to a bike that already has 60 years of history behind it. That bike has been with me since 2003. Also how I got into hiking and all that.